Hey guys, today we are going to talk about PBKs versus RCB Dream 11 prediction, which is match 26 of Indian Premier League. Today I am going to tell you about one of the biggest technical flaws in the technique of Virat Kohli. Nobody else will tell you this. Watch the video till the end and don't miss any knowledge because a decision on Virat Kohli can change your rank drastically in the Dream 11. So watch the analysis till the end. This match is going to take place at Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad. Now let's continue guys. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, then please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Why are you waiting? And for whom are you waiting? Come on man. Come on guys, quickly. Subscribe to the channel first. And if you haven't joined my Telegram channel yet, then please join the Telegram channel. Link is in the description and top comment. Now let's move forward. This is the Punjab Kings squad. You can pause the video and check. This is RCB squad. One addition is there in the squad. Scott Coughlin, which is New Zealand all-rounder. He has been added to the team. Now in the playing 11, this is the Punjab Kings playing 11. You can pause the video and check the full playing 11. There is a change in RCB playing 11. In place of Dan Christian, Daniel Sams, he played the last match. So remember this thing, Daniel Sams is a left-arm fast bowler who is also a good lower order hitter. And in place of Sani, who played, Rajat Patidar played. So these two players played in the last playing 11 and I think same playing 11 will be there for the next match also. And this injury update is very important. New Zealand all-rounder Scott Coughlin, he has joined the RCB squad. He is a very good all-rounder. He was highest wicket taker of this year 2020's Caribbean Premier League. So remember this thing, he's not a bad bowler at all. So he has a lot of practice on bowling on slow wickets and he takes wickets because of his cutters and slower deliveries. So becomes very important and he is available for selection also. In the points table, RCB is at number 3, Punjab Kings is at number 6, RCB is at number 3 because it has won 5 out of 6 matches. Punjab Kings has won only 2 out of 6 matches. Now these are the whole T20 career stats of Punjab Kings batsmen. You can pause the video and check. Similarly for Punjab Kings bowlers, RCB batsmen and RCB bowler stats are there. These are the whole ground statistics. So this ground is Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad and these are the last 5 T20 matches which happened on this ground. As we have seen here that scores can vary from 123 to 224. This is because different types of pitches there and total 11 pitches are there and all the pitches can be used at any time because of ground dimensions. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, quickly subscribe to the YouTube channel. And now I'm going to tell you about which team will get advantage. Guys, generally what will happen, the team which is batting second, it will get advantage. But you have seen that in the last 5 T20 matches, batting first team has won 3 times. So guys, in which condition which team can win? Now I am going to decode this simple mystery. So we can see that here Indian team, it defeated England twice while batting first and it scored 180 plus. And in another match, RCB defeated DC by just 1 run because there was a sandstorm in the middle of the innings break and it caused all the dew to evaporate. So there was no dew in the second innings. That's why RCB defended easily. Otherwise, in the other matches, there was a lot of dew and target could not be defended. So there are two formulas to defend the target. First is to score 180 plus in the first innings, and the second one is to bring a sandstorm from somewhere. So if the first scenario has to take place, then team has to score 180 plus. Which team is capable to score such a high target? There is RCB. RCB has even scored 200 plus in Chennai. So imagine what it can do at this Ahmedabad pitch. So if RCB bats first, then it has chances to win the game. And if it bat second, then also there are good chances. But if Punjab Kings bat first, then its chances of winning the game become very low. But keep this thing in mind. This is only in the case when dew effect will be there in the second innings. If it's very windy or if it's a sandstorm condition, then in that case dew effect will not be there in the second innings, which happens very rarely. So guys, also remember this thing, I cannot predict the average first inning score because I don't know which pitch is going to be used. There are 3 different kinds of pitches: red soil, black soil and mix of red soil, black soil, and there are total 11 pitches, so it's very difficult. In the last 5 innings, there is one thing which is very easy to predict, that is 19 wickets have been taken by fast bowlers and 11 by spinners. So the spinners are slowly coming into the game, but in the second innings 23 wickets have been taken by fast bowlers and only 3 by spinners. So you can see that fast bowlers are dominating a lot in the second innings especially. So you can drop all the spinners if they are bowling in the second innings. These are the IPL matches of both the teams. You can pause the video and check. This is the form of RCB players in the last 5 matches. Padikkal scored 17 in the last match. In the previous match scored 34 and in the previous match scored 100. Not in a bad form at all. Virat Kohli scored 72, but after that he scored 2 innings of 8 and 12. But Virat Kohli will be very crucial today. Why I am going to speak about it later. Rajat Patidar, he played very well for 31 in the last match. Maxwell is playing very small innings in the last 2 matches, but he can come back at any time. De Villiers, I am going to tell you in which condition you have to select AB de Villiers. Remember this thing. Other than that, I will not recommend you to take Sundar because he is not doing anything in the tournament so far. He has taken only just 2 wickets. Jamieson is taking 1 wicket in each match, so becomes a very important player. Harshad Patel is taking 2 wickets in each match, again becomes a very important player for us. Shams has not taken a single wicket in his whole IPL career. In the last edition also, he played some match for Delhi Capitals. He could not take any wicket. Siraj is bowling very well. This wicket column, they do not show how well Siraj is bowling. So a 5-4 or a 4-4 is not too far for Mohammad Siraj. Remember this thing. And Chahal, if he bowls in the first innings, you can consider him. And I'm also going to talk about why Chahal can be important today. He is a form of PBK's players in this IPL, and KL Rahul, he's playing okay. In one inning, he's scoring a big score, and in the other innings, he's failing. But in the Ahmedabad, his record is not too good, so we will also speak about it later. Mayank Agarwal is playing well for the last 4 matches. You cannot drop a player like Agarwal. Gale, he performed in only one match in the last 5 matches we have seen. So you can take a little bit risk of dropping Gale, but there is another reason why Gale should not be dropped. We are going to talk about it later. Pooran is not performing in the last 5 matches. Hendricks is also not playing good. In the last match, he got 1 wicket. Remember this thing. Deepak Huda, he got 1 wicket in the last match. Shah Rukh Khan is not scoring too many runs. Chris Jordan, he's okay. Means if you want to take him, you can take him in the batting section. He scored 30 runs and got 0 wickets. Okay, so if you want, you can take him. Ravi Bishnoi, he bowled very well in the last match, deserved wicket, but Morgan played him very well. That's why I could not take any wickets. He was getting a lot of turn even in the second innings. So Ravi Bishnoi becomes a very important, underrated player for you today. Arshdeep Singh is taking 1 wicket in each innings, becomes a very safe choice. And Mohammad Shami, he could not take any wicket in the 2 matches, but then he took 3 wickets. And as is the record of Punjab Kings in Ahmedabad, it has won 1 out of 2 matches. It lost the last match, but RCB it has won all the matches in Ahmedabad. This is the record of Punjab Kings and RCB batsmen in Ahmedabad. And AB de Villiers has a very high average. Kohli has an average of 83. Again, two very important players. And David Malan also has a good average. He played against India in the T20 series. And Mayank Agarwal also has a good record, decent average 24, which is very good as per his level. Other than that, let's talk about the bad records. KL Rahul has a very bad record. Huda has a bad record. Hendricks has a bad record. Maxwell has a bad record. KL has a bad record. So these players have a very bad record. But what happens in case of players like Maxwell, Gale, and Rahul? They are very big players. So law of average can strike anytime. And if their average is very bad at a particular venue against a particular team, then what will happen? His average will improve one day. This is the law of average, so it has to improve, and I think today is the day when KL Rahul's average will improve at this ground. Let's see what happens. KL Rahul has played already 6 matches at this ground, but his average is still 8.7, so you can understand. And this is the record of RCB and PBK's bowlers in Ahmedabad. Hendricks has overall bowled just 3 overs in Ahmedabad and he's got 2 wickets. Harshad Patel is good. His bowling strike rate is 12, which means he is taking 2 wickets in each inning, so becomes a very important player. Other than that, Chahal and Huda have a good record. That is the head-to-head total. PBKS has defeated RCB 14 times. RCB has defeated PBKS 12 times. So PBKS has slightly dominated in the last 5 matches. RCB has overall dominated, but in the last 2 matches, Punjab Kings has defeated RCB. Remember this thing. And now let's talk about the most important section, which is the player battles. Shami versus Kohli. 31 balls, 4 wickets. Shami has always dominated Kohli, and today also there are high chances of Kohli getting out against Shami. Why? I am going to talk about it now. Now is the time to tell you the secret of Kohli. So this is a pitch, guys. Here the batsman is batting, here bowler is bowling. We have a good length here, we have a short length. So anything which is bowled below this particular length, it is called a short delivery. Anything which is bowled after this particular line, it is called full delivery or a Yorker delivery. But this is the good delivery region. This region, okay, remember this thing. So what happens, guys, is let's again create the pitch. This is the full length, this is the short length, this is the short length, this is full length, this is the good length. Okay, now if any ball is bowled at the boundary of good length and short length, what happens in that case? If any ball is bowled here, then Kohli has lost his wicket 4 to 5 times in this tournament only, and he has played only 6 matches in this tournament. So you can imagine this length is troubling Virat Kohli. Why? Earlier he used to rotate his front foot, and he used to pull the ball, he used to play a leg glance, and that's how he used to play the ball at the leg side. But now what is he doing? He is playing at the third man side. He is trying to cut the ball, and that is why he is getting out. So this is the main reason why Kohli is getting out in this tournament. And in the last match also same thing happened. Kohli was again out at the same length. So what can happen today? Mohammad Shami is one such player who can be very accurate. So he can definitely take wicket of Virat Kohli today. Very high chances are there. So remember this thing. Another player battle is Jordan versus Maxwell. You can consider it if you want. And other than that, Sams has taken wicket of Hendricks 2 times in 7 balls, and Maxwell has taken KL Rahul 2 times in 18 balls. Now let's move forward. This is the record of Punjab Kings batsman versus RCB. KL Rahul and Chris Gayle both are former RCB players, and they have performed very well against RCB. Moses Hendricks and Puran also have a good record. Among the bowlers, if I want to talk about Deepak Huda, then we should not consider it because in the 7 balls he bowled, he got 1 wicket, so that's why his track rate is so low. Other than that, you can consider Ravi Ashwin and Murugan Ashwin very important player against RCB. Among the RCB batsmen, AB de Villiers and Virat Kohli have a very good average. Other than that, Padikkal and Maxwell they have a very average performance against Punjab Kings. And among the RCB bowlers, Yuzi Chahal, he always takes wicket of Mayank Agarwal, that's fixed. Other than that, he takes wickets of 1 or 2 other batsmen also. So Yuzi Chahal has a very good strike rate, and Mohammad Siraj does not have a good record against Punjab Kings. So guys, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, then quickly subscribe to the YouTube channel. Why are you waiting? Also join the Telegram channel if you haven't joined it. Link is in description and top comment. Like the video and tell me in the comment section what you liked about the video. Now let's move to Dream 11. So guys, I'm going to simplify things for you. There can be 2 cases. First case is RCB is batting. So let's prepare the team for the first case when RCB is batting first. So in that case, I'm going to give you a small tip. Just if RCB is batting first, just simply take KL, Rahul and AB de Villiers both in your team. In the batting section, we'll just go with currently Mayank Agarwal and Devdutt Padikkal. We'll come back later to the Kohli thing. Kohli's credits are very high. Other than that, we have to take one all-rounder. We have just 2 choices here, Huda and Hendricks. I will not recommend both Sams and Sundar. Sams has not taken a single wicket in his whole IPL career. Sundar is not performing too well in this tournament, but if you want, you can take Sundar because there are 2 left-handers in Punjab Kings, and KL Rahul also struggles against Washington Sundar. KL Rahul struggles against any spinner, so Washington Sundar is also one of them. Hendricks and Huda, 2 choices are there. I will consider Deepak Huda because Deepak Huda will be bowling in the first innings, so spinners can get some help. In the bowling section, I will be taking first of all Harshal Patel, then Kyle Jamieson. He's taking a wicket in each match, and then I will take Mohammad Siraj as well. He's bowling very well, and then I will take spinner Ravi Bishnoi. So these will be my 4 bowlers. Now we have to take 2 batsmen. If you want, you can take Virat Kohli. If you want to take Virat Kohli, you can take Rajat Patidar, and you can complete your team. In that case, do not take Mohammad Shami. But if you want to take if you want to drop Virat Kohli because of his very low selection, if you want to take Maxwell and Gale, so in that case, what you can do, you can take both Maxwell and Gale, and that will be your team completed. Now, if you want to take Mohammad Shami, you can drop Harshal Patel and take Mohammad Shami, which is a very big risk, I know, but sometimes you have to take risk because Harshal Patel will be bowling in the second innings. So guys, this is the team for the first innings. You can again check. So there are 2 versions. First is if Kohli is playing, second if Kohli is not playing. Now let's talk about the second innings. So the second case is what if RCB is batting in the second innings. In that case, what we will do, we will drop AB de Villiers, we will take KL Rahul first of all. Then we will take Mayank Agarwal, Devdutt Padikkal. Let's come to the batting section later. Then we will take one all-rounder, Deepak Huda for us. I will take Moses Hendricks because he is a fast bowler and Deepak Huda will not be able to grip the ball properly due on the ball. Other than that, I will take Harshal Patel definitely, Kyle Jamieson and Mohammad Siraj, both all important batsmen. Instead of Ravi Bishnoi, I will go with Arshdeep Singh. He is taking 1 wicket in each match, and I am dropping all the spinners who are bowling in the second innings. So guys, these are my first 8 batsmen. Okay, first 8 players. Now we have dropped AB de Villiers. Remember this thing. So we can take 3 batsmen. Kohli, Maxwell, and Gale. All 3 cannot be taken at the same time. So if you want to take Kohli, you can either take Maxwell, you can either take Gale. If you take Chris Gayle, then you can take another good player. You can take Puran if you want. You can even take David Malan if he plays. If he plays, he will be in my team definitely. So you can take Rajat Patidar as well. So these are your all choices. Even if you take Maxwell, you can take Malan and Patidar. So let's first go with Patidar. You're not sure about Malan if he'll play or not. So otherwise, you can take Gale. If you want, you can take Maxwell. So this is my team combination. If RCB bats second, I have simplified everything for you. So no need to worry about credits and all. So now choice depends on you. If you want to drop Virat Kohli, drop him. If you want to take him, then take him. I have given you all the important choices. Remember this thing, Kohli is a chase master. So if he bats in the second innings, take Virat Kohli. But if he bats in the first innings, then you can take a little bit risk to drop Virat Kohli. Actually, it's a huge risk, but I am saying it's little risk because 60% selection is there only. You can take de Villiers in the first innings and you can drop de Villiers in the second innings. Again, this is a risky choice, but we have no option. Okay, guys. So see you in the next match, and remember this thing. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't done yet. Also like the video, because you did not like the video enough in the last video. What I had to do, I did not record in the night only, because I thought what's the point of recording the video in night, and because you guys do not like my video, so I planned to actually release the video in the morning, but due to some family emergency I had to record now, and I'm going to publish this video now. So video will be live, and don't forget to like this video and tell me in the comment section what you liked about the video. Okay, see you in the next video. Bye.